Hello students, welcome to my channel Maths by Poonam Shukla. In this video, I'll continue with exercise 4.4. So here question 4 is factorize this polynomial. So there will be some more sections in this question. So we have to factorize those all polynomials. So we are using here one of the method, the splitting the middle term. Okay, we are using splitting of middle term. This method we'll use it. Middle term means middle term is this minus 7x. We are splitting it, then we are making this polynomial in 4 terms, then we will do something else. Okay, so first the method to split is we have to find out the number whose sum equals to minus 7. We have to find out two numbers, any two numbers whose sum is minus 7, but one more condition is there, product should be 12. How we will get that product should be 12 or what? So for that you have to check this here, coefficient of x square and this constant. You have to multiply these two number, any number, there could be any number, you have to multiply what multiplication is coming out, that product should come by using those two numbers which you are splitting to make it minus 7. Clear? So here we get minus 3 and minus 4 as numbers. Minus 3 plus minus 4 equals to minus 7 when we are making it as a sum. So we get minus 7, and when we use it used to do product, so we are getting 12. Minus 3 into minus 4 equals to 12. Now we have written those two numbers in that form. So this middle term splitted in this form, minus 4x minus 3x. Clear till here? Okay. After that, what we will do, I'm writing here and making it clear for you. This is written in this form now, right? Now here 4 terms, so we will take 2 terms separately, 2 terms and 2 terms, and we will make some common terms. So here this is, if you are using 4x as a common in these two, so we have to check that is this common in this also. So what you can write it, if you are dividing 12x square upon 4x, right? So what will come? X and 3. So you will get here 3x minus 4x 1, because you already make it common. So 4x we can make it a common factor. Minus 3x minus 1. 3x minus 1 we got here in one bracket. So to make it 3x minus 1, we will take minus 1 as a common. So 3x will be, minus 3x will become 3x, and plus 1 will become minus 1, because we have taken minus 1 as a common from both terms. So this is what we got here. So now one term is this and another term is this, right? So in one term we got 4x into 3x minus 1. In another term we got minus 1 into 3x minus 1. So 3x minus 1 will be common for both terms now. So 3x minus 1 we got here. So what remains? 4x minus 1. So these two are the factors of this polynomial. We'll go for next question. Next question is 2x square plus 7x plus 3. Again, we have to find out two numbers whose sum is 7, but whose product is 2 into 3, right? 6. Whose product is 6. So for that, we can get 6 into 1 equals to 6, and 6 plus 1 equals to 7. So both conditions are fulfilling here with these two numbers. So we have taken 6 and 1. So 2x square plus 6x plus 1x. This is written in this form, right? If you see. So now we are taking 2x common from these two. So 2x, when you are taking 2x common, so x will be remaining here, and here x is common. X you have taken it out. So 2 3s are 6. So x plus 3 will remain here. And here 1x plus 3. So 1 into x plus 3. So x plus 3 and x plus 3 in both these two terms, there are two terms now, right? In both terms, x plus 3 is common, which we write like that, and remains the 2x plus 1. Remaining terms are 2x plus 1, and we will write in another bracket. So that is, these are the factors of polynomial expression 2x squared plus 7x plus 3. Next question is 6x squared plus 5x minus 6. Again, we will divide, split. We will split 5 into two numbers, which sum gives 5, but product should be minus 36. Why minus 36? Because 6 into minus 6. Okay, this is 6, this is minus 6. So what are those numbers? Those numbers are minus 4 and 9. So if you are doing 9 minus 4, it gives 5. And if you are doing 9 into minus 4, it gives minus 36. Okay, so we are taking minus 4 and 9. So we are writing this polynomial equation in this form, minus 9 plus 9x minus 4x. We have written in that form. Now we are taking some common factors. So here we can take 3x, because 6 and 9 both are dividing by 6. So 3x, if you take out, so what remains here? 2x plus 3. And here if you are taking 2 out, minus 2. So it will become 2x plus 3. Okay, because minus sign is here. So now 2x plus 3 will be common in both the terms. So it remains, how many terms remains? What remains here in those two terms? 3x minus 2. So these are the factors. Fourth part is 3x square minus x minus 4. So here minus 1 should come. Sum should be minus 1 and product should be minus 4 into 3, minus 12, right? So if we are splitting it, so minus 4 and 3 will give minus 12 as a product and minus 1 as a sum. So here we have written this no need to write this. By mistake it's written. So only the thing you have to write 3x square minus x minus 4, that you have to write minus 4x plus 3x. Okay, only then it will become minus x. So here x we are taking as a common. So 3x minus 4. Here we are taking 1. So plus 1. So 3x minus 4. So 3x minus 4 is common in both the terms, and then x plus 1 remains for the another factor. So that was the question number 4. Now we come on the question number 5. Here also we have to factorize, but we will use some different method, because we were using quadratic equation, here cubic equation we are factorizing. So in cubic equation there should be 3 factors. Okay, and in quadratic there will be 2 factors. So that was easy. This is also easy, but here is the method is changed slightly. So what to do? First we will find one factor, then we will go ahead. So for first to find first factor, what we see in this cubic equation, we see this constant. Okay, now we have to find out the factor of this constant. So here 2 is the constant. So 2 could be 1 and 2. These are the 2 factors. So these could be plus minus. Plus minus we consider both, because if you are doing minus 1 into minus 2, that gives 2, or you are doing 1 into 2, that also gives 2. Okay, so plus with plus sign and minus sign we both consider. Now what happens here? We will put x equals to, we will try to put x equals to minus 1. In these two, we are taking any of the number, any of the value to put in place of x. So we are taking here x equals to minus 1. So p minus 1 equals to minus 1 whole cube minus 2 into minus 1. After solving this, we have solved it so many times in previous questions. After solving it, we get 0. That means, what does it mean? 0 means this remainder comes 0. So therefore, x plus 1 is the factor of px. So one factor we got, but there is still two other factors. How do we solve those two factors? For that, I'm telling you. So now what we will do, this is a factor. That means when you will divide this polynomial by this factor, so definitely remainder will be 0. Fine, fine. And you will get some quotient value in the form of quadratic equation, right? So again, when we will get that quotient, so we will factorize that quotient again like we did in this question, in that method, using split of the middle term, right? So for that, we'll go ahead. So first we will divide it. पहले हम ये करेंगे, right? Okay. Then we will go for this. So first, we are dividing x plus 1 from x plus 1, we are dividing to x cube minus 2x square minus x plus 2. This was the expression we got, what we got it to factorize. So here we are dividing, and after division, we got this quotient. You have to do this your own, because this kind of questions we have solved many, right? So after getting this, we got this quotient. This is quotient and this is divisor, right? And what is dividend? This is dividend. This is dividend. And this is remainder. Now what will we do? We will use here remainder theorem. Clear? We will use here remainder theorem. What remainder theorem says? Remainder theorem says dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. And these values, we have all these values, we have to put in this formula, and then we will see what to do. So first, dividend equals to this. This is the dividend. We put here that factor of this we need to find out, right? So here one factor is this, means divisor. Here we are using it as a divisor, and quotient we just found here, and then remainder is 0. So remainder is 0. So if it is 0, then in next part how we can write it? X plus 1 into. Now for this expression we will use splitting middle term. Clear? Splitting the middle term, and separately I am solving this part here. Just go with this. Let me change ink. So which part we are going to solve? This part. We are going to solve this part. This will be same because this is one of the factor. Here it is 0, so that term also will be removed. Only the thing you have to find out the factor of this. So x square minus x minus 2x plus 2. What is that? Minus 3x. This is already splitted here. So we can write here, I will start from x square minus 3x plus 2. This was the quotient, and I have written here directly in splitting, after splitting middle term. Splitting the middle term. So minus x minus 2x, right? So here x is common. So x minus 1 will come here in these two. And then here minus 2 is common. So x minus 1 will be. So x minus 1 into x minus 2. So the x minus 1 into x minus 2. These are the two factors of this quadratic expression. And 1 is here. So there will be these three factors will be the factor of this polynomial expression. Clear? So this is little bit lengthy but not complicated. If you are you have learned steps to solve this, you can do it in one go. Same type of question it is. So here x cube minus quadratic expression, cubic. So it is after when you see cubic equation, first you have to find out one factor. How? First you will see the constant. What is the constant? -5. How you can find the factors of this? So my plus -1 and plus -5. These two are the factors of this number, right? So you have to use here x minus 5. First, we will find that x equals to 5. Suppose we are putting x equals to 5 here, right? Right? So trial method. So P5, if we are doing P5 equals to 0, so we are putting here, so we got this 0 here, right? After putting P5, we have to calculate this 5 cube, 125. 5 square into 3 means 5 square is 25, 25 into 3, 75. 9 into 5, -45, and this -45. So you have to add these three numbers, -75, -45, -5. So this will become -50 and plus 50. -50, 100 and 125. So this will become 125 minus 125, right? So this gives 0. Therefore, x minus 5 is a factor of Px. Then again, you got one factor. Then you have to divide this expression, this cubic expression by x minus 5. So we will go here and we will do it here. So x minus 5, when we divide, we get quotient equals to this. Okay. And we get remainder this is remainder, this is quotient, and this is dividend. So we have put again dividend equals to x minus 5 into, and then here 2x. So you can split it into x plus x. Okay, so x plus x, and now it's very simple. You have to take common x, so x plus 1, and here plus 1, x plus 1, x plus 1 into x plus 1. These are the factors of this cubic equation expression, polynomial expression. So x minus 5 into x plus 1 into x plus 1. Clear? So next, third question. Third is also same kind of. So here 20. 20 you can divide it into how you can divide 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. These are the factors, and 1 we can't forget. So plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, plus minus, and plus minus. So if you are taking 1 and 20, these two you can take, right? If you are taking 10 and 2, you can take. If you are taking 5 and 4, you can take. So 4 and 5 could be there, plus minus, right? 1 and 20 could be there, plus minus, or 2 into 2 and 10 could be there, plus minus. So these are the factors could be there. So here we are taking minus 1 as means p plus 1, x plus 1 we are taking as a factor. That means p minus 1 should be 0. P minus 1 equals to 0. So what we are doing here, we are trying to find out p minus 1 equals to 0. So we got here p minus 1 equals to 0 after putting the minus sign in this. So therefore, x plus 1 is a factor of px. And for next, dividend equals to, before putting this, what we have to do? We have to find out the quotient. Only then we can put this here. So to find out the quotient, what we do? To find out the quotient, we divide it by x plus 1. So after division, we got x square plus 12x plus 20. So we have divided it in 12. 12 means 2 plus 2x plus 10x, splitted into 2x plus 10x, right? So here x minus 5 is already here. It's not x